Hey everyone, Senrai Kai here. Today I'm gonna watch the 8th episode of the second season of 100 Kanojos or so. So yeah, last episode we finally got the new Kanojo, the Ojo-sama, which turned out to be a fake Ojo-sama, which is just great, she puts in the effort to make it happen, including reading the book, and that was just great the way she like practiced the desuwas and desunos in front of the book. Just peak comedy right there. But she's got it pretty nailed. If she didn't tell me she was a fake, I wouldn't have believed it. She seemed like a normal, standard, high quality Ojo-sama as far as I could tell. But yeah, now she's I think she has a little bit of a rivalry going on with Nano. So yeah, I guess we'll just see how that goes down. So let's just jump on in and find out. I did have to kind of redo my recording setup, so let me know if there's anything off with that. But yeah, let's just jump on it. Three, two, one, play. The fact that my OBS window was on the wrong monitor, I had to fix that real quick, but it's all good. Midday Middle School. Oh, that's that's where it began. Okay. And she never forgave her for that. Oh, to rub insult into the wound as well. Man, no wonder she's salty. That's not the kind of thing you forget about. Everything seems fine recording wise. She's not even gonna shake your hand, is she? Her goals are not the same as yours. Yeah, she's not the easiest person to get along with. Yeah, that's how you make it an enemy right there. And if I didn't know better, I'd say, uh, say Nana was a bad guy in this whole situation. But she's a member of the harem, so we got to be on her side, guys. Although Utsukushi Sugi is going to be as well, so we're really on everyone's side. We just want everyone to get along. I was not ready for that backstory flashback though. Like, poor Utsukushi Sugi, she got so wronged right there. Kisu shite mo ii desu ka? I love a little bit of dialogue they just have in the opening. This is always the best time of the week when I get my Kanojo fix. I don't really get the whole thing where they put like glasses on them to avert their sensitive eyes. Maybe I just need a little bit more context for that. Anyway, back into it. It's amazing how one short flashback makes make a lot more sense. So much extra context. Exile. Like obviously no one's gonna get exiled. Everyone's gonna, you know, we can't say no to any of them. Like they Yeah, I, I don't know what kind of answer you were expecting. I was just gonna watch it and it figured it out as I went along. Okay. Sounds like actually could be pretty fun. Can I be a competitor in this? Shori desu wa? Yeah, we can't kick anyone out. Like, What? Yeah, I think she's just making things up now. Naturally. We should go in chronological order. Perfect flow. Yes, beauty. Almond shaped eyes. Wow. We're still going too. That is a nice slender physique. Yeah, I knew it was eventually gonna get to her. Nobody mentioned that flat chest though. Arama. It was really just an embarrassment competition. At least for some of them. I mean, some of them probably more so than others. It's not even our final form. Sporty sweat drenched look. I mean, yeah, this definitely her competition. Shizuka. Let's go. That jiggle. She barely moved. Indeed. Can't argue with that, but definitely more than that. The freaking English, man. It's killing me. It's like almost cavemen speak English. The come on is getting me too. Oh. Man, Shizuka's gonna be really embarrassed by the end of this. Our little squirrel. I mean, she mentioned cute again. That stupid sentence every time he says it. Uh, uh. But I admit her cuteness does definitely overpower everything else. The Moa is real with her. But I mean, I get it. When you think of Shizuka, you do think cute more than beauty, I guess. But man, that kind of backfired. The closeness. She looks so haughty over there. So confident. The come on call, it's cute when she does it. I mean, she doesn't. Oh! That's why you have to open your eyes, woman. I refuse to believe those were real words. Man, he came to play. That's funny. This is killing me. Choo! Crazy. That is crazy. That's crazy. I just came my eyes are watering a little bit from that. He's got some decent ears. He perfect. Oh my god, what has he done to himself? Oh, what the heck happened to this man? It's a me. What the, this is a Mario reference. It's a me, a Mario. Man, he has seen better days. Is he supposed to be like the guy we saw at the beginning of the show? Got Nico on the forehead. I want to believe that's a reference to Senna from Haganai. I think that was her name. It's been a long time since I watched that show. You both, all of the above. Yeah, a draw is kind of what I expected because we can't kick anyone out, you know. So, not too surprising there. Shunya. Why does he have to talk like that? An apology. For what? Yeah, okay. We're getting a legit apology, okay. She was a little bit too mean to her back then, but I think we can all agree on that. But she's definitely changed since then. Through the power of the Rentaro family. She's not the same girl she was before. She had her character development arc away from her. We're gonna get a hug. Tell me we're gonna get a hug. Or a handshake, that's cool too. Not as good, but it's fine. Would like to be friends. Tomodachi. Besties. Aijo, Yujo. There it is. She finally got it after all this time. The friendship offer. That's all she ever wanted. As she stalks her. Next to the beauty context poster. Yeah. So this wa. Okay, so that was before this, so she's always. So that was like the plan from the start, okay. And she crushed her poor heart. I feel so bad for her. I mean, it's all okay now, but you can't undo all that. You must. Don't put words in my mouth. She is so damn happy over there. Don't tell me the episode's gonna end. Yeah, I was about to say it better not. Just like that, she's earned her place in the community. My newest girlfriend. I think she's number 10. Yeah, wipe up that drool. Yeah, all the compliments. Yeah, she definitely did a good job of earning her place. Me. Yeah. Yeah. Please do. Oh, she has a kid and everything. He did so. It's not wasn't really a sentence, but the translation made it into one. Don't hurt yourself. Yeah, I mean, that's a basic requirement to enter the community. The Rentaro family. Glad to see he's recovered. It's he combined Utsukushi Kawa. Okay, we're breaking out the kisses. Yeah, you have a lot to learn about this community. Yeah, because she hasn't done it yet, has she? She should probably get on that. Because this would be the episode where she does it. Estrogen oxytocin. No argument here. I think we're all in agreement. Speaking their language. I mean, really, we're just thinking of you, trying to be selfless, trying to be considerate of you. Backdrop. They are definitely mother and daughter. Yeah, I think she's gonna blend in pretty well with this group. Let's start the experiments. Choo. Sasuga Nano-san. She can't even look. Now let's go for it. Get that tongue in there. Oof. That might be the lewdest shot we've had of her in this whole show. Like, damn. Yeah, chemical reactions are happening. Don't forget to breathe. Oof. Well, there she goes. Might need a change of clothes. Yeah, they still throw those references at me that I don't get. Yeah, how are you holding up? Can you handle about another 9 or so? Ooh, the jumping technique. I'm starting to feel the same way. If this thing goes on much longer. Looks like she's already going. Understandable. The press conference. Never change, girl. Yeah, just take your turn when you have a chance, That was a slow one. Kind of the polar opposite of the jumping attack. And there she got the tail. She's well trained. Good girl. Yeah. Well, no need for her to jump. Oh my god. Oh my god. Yeah, let's damn, she looks good, but yeah, let's maybe slow it down a bit. Okay, but yeah, I was keeping it together for the most part, but that got a physical reaction out of me. Let's just put it that way. Yep. How can you handle it? I mean, she's good with pain, so I'm sure she can handle it. She's like a ninja. The tsundere call out. Take one guess. Yeah, we'll just let him come to you. That's her approach. Yeah, once you start, yeah. You're not getting away. You are not fooling anyone. Almost broke the man's back. On my voice. But goddamn. Looks like she's getting a kiss next. Good thing she has a high pain tolerance. I love this show. Shoo shoo shoo. Are you hungry? I can give you some saliva. There it is. Like, you know, she's serious when the hood drops. I would like seconds, please. God damn. She is really going for it. I mean, she's done no less to him. I remember the zombie episode. I will always remember the zombie episode. Cut that koi. Like, our been spending half the episode just kiss with kisses. Oh no! Don't actually fly away. We're on the roof. That's really not good. Yeah, good job, Nano. You are the hero of this episode. Don't try to steal. Don't try to steal our girl, Nano. And choo. Yeah, she will drench herself. A different way than the red-haired girl whose name escapes me. Kusuri. Different method. Oh damn. She has her own method to fly away. Like, oh my god, that was like 4 hearts in each eye. The new record. Don't get too close to her when she's like this. She will. You know what she'll do. If you look vaguely enough like him, she'll do it. Is she actually gonna do it? Oh, she really did it. They really are keeping it going. I love this show more than I did 2 minutes ago. That might be a thumbnail right there. Mother just very passionately taking pictures as her daughter makes out with another girl in front of their mutual boyfriend and everyone else. So much about just being friends, like she said in that previous episode. But anyway, finally, Ojo-sama gets her turn. I see we're going full of food wars. She was way ahead of me. She was way ahead of me. Oop. Sorry about that. I just made my microphone do a twirl like a ballet dancer. Hopefully that wasn't too loud. Okay. Yeah, I think I've had enough for one day. I think I've about reached my limit. Man. Must have been quite effective, that lip balm stuff. Yeah, we spent half the episode just kissing on the roof. Sasuga, Kanojo, almost like Kanojo, Hyaku Kanojo, whatever the name of the show is. Can we just like combine the two shows together? Her holding the sign of herself being upside down will never not be funny to me. King of Kadashi. ED is so much fun. But yeah, that was the seventh, eighth, one of those, eighth episode of Hyaku Kano. Yeah, I mean, this episode, I wasn't quite sure what to expect, but the way last episode ended, I mean, I knew what to expect. We would be some kind of competition between Utsukushisugi and Nano, right? I just wasn't quite sure what they would do and how entertaining it would be, right? Because this show kind of ranges from having episodes that are absolute peak to ones that are just really good. You know, it just depends on what's going on at any given time. So I wasn't quite sure what to make of it, but it turned out to lean towards the absolute peak side of things, right? Because we have Nano and Utsukushisugi battling it out, essentially just like throwing unlimited works of compliments at the other girls, right? Which definitely had a lot of fun with that with the tsundere because she was clearly fighting against it, right? But like, you know, tsundere has kind of like a wall in front of them. And you have to like smash it down to get to the dere. You know, the wall up soon to get to the squishy dere side. Hopefully that makes sense. But yeah, so when they threw the compliments at her, they basically broke down that wall. It's more or less what happened there. So that was fun to do. And of course, Hakari commented on it. But everyone got their compliments. We got to see a lot of them blushing and everything. So really good stuff. And that not only it kind of doubled as a competition, but also as a way to kind of like make them more accepting of her into the group, which they commented on at some point. But look, you've had that with like a lot of the girls. There was something that kind of made the girls more eager to have her join the group, right? I feel like we've had that a few times where they either intentionally or unintentionally complimented the other girls in the harem, and like they were like, yeah, you're more than welcome to come aboard. We like you, that sort of thing. I feel like we've done that a little bit, but anyway, moving on. We eventually got to Shizuka, and that's when things kind of took a bit of a turn. Like we were pretty confident that Nana would have this, right? She spent a lot of time with Shizuka. She knows her pretty well, but no. Like she mentioned her quiet and subdued nature, making her cute. And I got a big reaction of everyone, and I definitely was a little bit confused initially, but then we had the call, right? What did he say exactly? No, not beauty. That's pretty no point of whatever he said. But yeah, I guess I draw a pretty like a line of the sand between cute and beautiful here, which I guess that's true. I mean, I kind of lumped them all together in my head, but that might just be a me problem. I'm willing to acknowledge that that is a thing, but like it was a real problem for Nano because she kept trying and kept just kept like not working. Uh, but of course, it ended up being a draw, which was to be expected for reasons I already talked about. So I'm not going to go back into that. But the important thing is Rentaro's dedication. Like he just kept just destroying his body for the greater good, right? Sacrificing himself until he became absolutely unrecognizable, right? But yeah, it's a me Perioli. Yeah, that was definitely that was something. I really don't have the words, but yeah, during the competition stuff, the English was really getting me. Like these like two-ish word English phrases being thrown around, especially when it was the whole like not was like was it's funny or it's crazy, like that part. That was just hilarious. That was so good. But but the show definitely took another rise when we I guess I kind of skipped over the initial flashback, but yeah, we did get the context about why exactly there is a rivalry to begin with, and we got to see even Utsukushi like hiding around the corner, staring at Nano, clearly captivated by her beauty, wanting to become friends with her, wanting to become besties. Like we had that. Like when we first showed that part, I thought that was like maybe after the competition, and she just like couldn't forget her. But no, that was before. That was the whole reason why she ended up in the competition, because it was kind of an excuse to get together in the competition as a catalyst to become friends. But it didn't work out, right? She basically just rejected her as hard as you possibly could. Like I have no interest in you. Friendship is a waste of time, because she had that kind of attitude, and I just like I can only imagine how much that just crushed her, dude. Like, because we had these looks on her face made it clear like how much she wanted that with Nano, and to just be so absolutely coldly rejected, man, just that's some heart shattering stuff right there. But then we got the payoff, we got to see the fruit of her character development. We're understanding the importance of friendship, and it's not just some inefficient waste of time or whatever. And she walks up to her, holds her hand, and just like makes the offer of friendship to her. And of course she takes it, tries to be like that nonchalant kind of attitude towards it, but like she's obviously extremely happy about that. Yeah, I love the like the fantasy shots of them in like their middle school uniform, holding hands, fingers laced. Gotta mention that. Smiling, laughing, blushing with like a sparkly background, right? That, I mean, that might be thumbnail actually. I don't know. I'll have to think about that. But I really did enjoy that hypothetical imagination shot. But, but, but yeah, in the end, she allows for the privilege of being her friend, and what more could you ask for? So that was great. And the second half was basically focused on her, because the first half was her, let's just say, getting her ticket, entry ticket. Second half was trying to meld her into the group and see how she functions, right? But no one's gonna be against it. Once you get to double digits, like, it's part of the course. Unless there's someone that's just really a bad egg, they're gonna be pretty welcoming to them, right? And after she gave them all the compliments, they were never gonna consider her a bad egg. So, and we had a lot of pictures being taken from Hikari. That was kind of one of her big roles in the second half, right? Like, I want to say there's at least 3 or 4 scenes where she was like on her knees taking pictures with her phone, right? At various scenes, and Utsukushi broke out her makeup kit to try to give everyone that makeover and make them all beautiful and whatnot. And honestly, maybe the camera just like never actually just never left Hikari's hands. That's a possibility. But because I keep skimming through it, I keep seeing her with the phone in her hand. But anyway, uh, and yeah, like the maid May, she continues to really just showcase her usefulness. Like, because we just, I mean, that whole scene was great because we had Hahari and Hakari, like, emotional manipulation team working together. We got May with the black background behind them. That shot, I want to look at that shot again. Yeah, we have Hakari and Hahari. It's so hard to see their names back to back. Like, kind of like a high five sort of stance, right? Looking opposite direction with like a satisfied, smug smile on their face. They are so very clearly mother and daughter. I would love to see just more interaction between the two of them. Like, I don't even really care the context, preferably Oyako if I had to choose, but just like anything really. I want more interactions between them, right? Because it's just so funny how far we've come from, I'm not gonna let you date some five timing, asshole, to like, I'm in this with you, daughter of mine. This is great. We're living the dream together, having fun. It's such a big contrast from that. But anyway, moving on. We eventually began the kissing once we broke out the lip balm and all that. Nana was up first, did a pretty good job, and they, as far as like lewd shots, I'd say Nano got one of the better ones in the episode. Like, I think it's partially because we don't really get, we have a little bit of that gap, right? We don't really get that too much. So when we saw her like clothing disheveled, blushing, sweat, like one eye closed, that was a money shot right there. That was 10 out of 10, best shot we've had of Nano, just straight up, right? So that was some really good stuff right there. And of course, Kusari wet herself. I mean, no surprise there. The press conference, I mean, that's a little bit of an overdone meme at this point, but I don't dislike it. It's fine. It was well executed. I got no problem with it. And then we have this part here when the Hakaya shows up. Let's change your diapers, which we can't allow her to do such a thing, I suppose. I think the maid had her turn next. Not much to say about that, really. Oh, except for the fact that she got the tail and the dog ears, and Kurosuri treated her like the dog she is. Good stuff. Yeah. Yeah, Hakari went for it, and yeah, she's not one to be outdone, right? Just off with it. Anything that she didn't need just went off right there, and before before it could go too far, they made sure to take her away. But as far as what she was wearing underneath, like, really really good. She's the adult of the group, so she kind of has to lean into that. And with what she was wearing there, I'd say she did. I'd say she did a pretty good job of that. As I just drag her away by her pants. And then eventually we got Karane's turn. But being the tsundere as she is, we had to come to her, even though she makes it very obvious that she wants it because she put on the lip balm. Still, sometimes you have to come to her. But the best part of it was the fact that she basically broke his back, as that to showcase how much she wanted it, right? Like, never really thought of that as being something like a girl wanting to kiss you and not wanting to stop so badly that she flat out bear hugs you. It's not really a concept really thought of, but I mean, that is pretty hot now that I have been introduced to that concept. Like, you're not getting away from me, boy. Like, I could get into that, that would be something to try once in life for sure. But generally, the girl's not stronger than you, so very limited use case for that. Like, you'd have to find a girl that is stronger than you where you could not pull away even if you wanted to. But if you could somehow make that work, that would be quite the experience for sure. But anyway, moving on. Yeah, we got there's so many girls. Like, I'm starting to like have trouble remembering all the names. So give me 1 second. Kurumi, yes, Kurumi. Kurumi got her turn eventually. Hers was pretty good too. Definitely the fact that she like went for seconds, as I phrased it, that was definitely the best part of that. Shizuka's was pretty good too. I mean, nothing to really write home about. Shizuka's the best one is still the zombie episode. Like, as far as Shizuka kisses, we're never gonna beat that. But yeah, I'm glad we rescued her from flying away. But yeah, Hikari got hers. Of course, she has her own way of flying. Water pressure, well, blood pressure, but she got up there, you know. But yeah, the best part, of course, was when Karane went over there to see if she's okay or something like that. And she had the blurry eyes, so was that Rentaro? Was it someone else? Who knows? Either way, she was ready for round two, and she got it. And Hikari, not missing a beat, decided to document this, right? So sometimes I do wish I could just take a look inside Hikari's head and see what it's like, man, because it must be a party in there. but I don't even know what to say about that. I'm just so glad that the Hikari Karane shipping thing, like that running gag, that whole thing. I'm just so glad it keeps going. Like, cause I was so sure it would be a one-time thing when we first got it in the zombie episode, but like it just keeps happening. Like we had the sleepover episode, and we had this one. We definitely had 2 or 3 references to it. Aside from that, but those are just the actual kisses we've gotten. So yeah, they're definitely trying to keep that going, and I definitely appreciate it. I wish I had more to say about it, but I don't. It's just a great addition to the show. What more is there to say? And then eventually, Ojo-sama got her kiss and her Food Wars reference. And a change of art style, And that was it. I say that was it. Yeah, as if I didn't, spend like almost 40 minutes on this video already. But yeah, really good stuff. You would think just half an episode basically just being the girls taking turns kissing him would be boring, but I mean it's not. They managed to put personality into each one, showcase what they got, add a little bit of flavor here and there, because every girl in this show in the Rentaro family is different, right? They have their own likes and dislikes and their own personality quirks. So even though they're doing the same thing, kissing Rentaro, there's different flavor to all of them, right? So they're all very compelling to watch, but yes, the Nano Utsukushi thing, definitely the real meat of the episode, the most emotional thing. And I'm so glad it worked out because I can't just describe with words how bad I felt for her once I got the full context of the situation. Like, it kept getting worse and worse. At first, I'm like, well, that's sad that you want to be friends, that she just walked away. And then they let me know that this, like, even before that, she wanted to be friends with her, and she initiated this whole thing to make it happen, and then she got the heart-crushing thing. But luckily, they didn't give us that until it was already kind of like on that pathway to improving, so it didn't hurt too much at the time. But still, like, she had to go. I don't know how much time passed between the the pageant, the beauty contest, and now, but that whole time, I bet she cried herself to sleep at night. That's all I'm saying. But luckily, it's all good now. We can hold hands, fingers laced, and maybe kiss once in a while to follow Hikari and Karane's example of friendship, and it'll all be great. So, but yeah, I think that's all I have to say for real this time. So yeah, thank you for watching, and hope to see you in the next video. Until then, bye bye.